Alright everyone, the internet is talking about this, so let's speak about it. Nicki Minaj allegedly continued to criticize Beyoncé. Let's dissect everything in detail. Alright everyone, thus, it all began when Nicki shared these tweets on Twitter. The first one she retweeted was a comment that said, "I don't care DRAGS City," in reference to the official Cowgirl video. As you can see, Nicki used the staring eye emojis when reposting it. That's not all though. She tweeted a video of her riding this guy like a bull that someone had shared on Twitter. She said, "The bull I ride is not mechanical. #DRAGS City. Beyoncé is now on her Cowboy Carter tour, as everyone is aware. She also rides a mechanical bull in that show." No, Nicki didn't mention any names, but the internet was able to figure out what she was talking about and thought it was Beyoncé. Once more. Additionally, some particularly after that dubious post, fans thought Nicki was making fun of Beyoncé's Western motif. But in order to further dissect things, let's take this back a bit. A few days ago, Nicki Minaj took to her station head to say that she doesn't necessarily agree with them just because she plays their music there. At the bottom of the screen, as she was saying that, was the song Flawless, which she and Beyoncé were performing. People therefore thought she was referring to Beyoncé.
I play some music. It doesn't mean that I rock with the person or whatever. I really want y'all to know this. I hate to have to say this. What we doing? Are we rocking with, or we ain't rocking with and that's why I love them. That's why I love y'all. But so I just wanted to make that disclaimer, so everybody know from now till whenever, okay? Just cause I play a motherfucker song that I happen to be featured on, don't mean shit. See a motherfucker in the street and kick them right in the motherfucking throat. And then
after all was revealed, Miss Tina said, "I know you're not talking about my baby." She then made fun of Nicki Minaj on Instagram, writing, "It feels good to wake up knowing my faves didn't lose their minds like some people. She had a small teacup there, as you can see. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Don't forget to disregard the ignorance." As you are aware, Miss Tina was severely abused by the barbz. I mean, they discussed so much for her. Later that day, after discussing her sister and the barbz that were coming for Miss Tina, Solange posted altars on her page, leading some to speculate that she was attempting to use witchcraft or voodoo on Nicki Minaj. Some enthusiasts now think it goes beyond tweets and clothing. Nicki Minaj criticism extends beyond Beyoncé. It has to do with a larger feud with Roc Nation and Jay-Z. Additionally, Nicki has been outspoken about her hatred of Roc Nation on Twitter, as well as Jay-Z. According to Nicki, she was shortchanged in the title agreement. She claims she only received about $1 million, but she reckons she was owed between 100 and 200 million. Well, this is nothing new. It's not the first time Nicki has criticized Jay-Z for her financial situation. She also took issue with Jay-Z's decision to skip Lil Wayne's performance at the 2025 Super Bowl halftime show in New Orleans last year. Now, if you all recall that they ultimately decided on Kendrick Lamar. Therefore, I don't think Beyoncé is the only target of this feud. We don't know what's been happening behind the scenes, but I feel like she's a casualty caught up in the conflict. It might have been a behind-the-scenes incident between Beyoncé and Nicki Minaj. Additionally, the fact that Tina took the time to reply to Nicki gives me the impression that she is aware of information that we are unaware of, and that there has been some activity behind the scenes, and when Nicki brought it to the station head, she was experiencing some sort of emotion. But that's only what I think. Naturally, we are aware that Beyoncé has not addressed any of this. As you are all aware, Beyoncé never leaves her throne to discuss anything. Beyoncé will only truly communicate with us through her music. She may now use Nicki Minaj as a reference in her songs. She may not. All we can do look. However, I don't think she will talk about this issue much. However, as you are well aware, she is scheduled to release a rock album in 2026. So, we'll have to investigate that. However, please share your thoughts on with me. Do you think Nicki Minaj was disparaging Beyoncé? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. But let's go on to the next tale. Alright everyone. Thus, Miss Nicki Baby and Jello's relationship quickly transitioned from love and hip-hop to law and order. As you are all aware, there has been a lot of drama between these two over the last few months. I mean, in 2025, there was a complete divorce, a whole side baby, and a whole marriage. In early 2021, Jello and Nicki Baby began dating. After some time of keeping quiet, the world discovered that these two were together. The age gap was now the problem. Liam Jello was born in 1998, while Miss Nicki Baby was born in 1990. Thus, the age gap is almost 9 years. He is 26, and Miss Nicki Baby is 35. Accordingly, he was 23 and Miss Nicki Baby was 31 when they began dating in 2021. However, they carried on as a relationship, and in July 2023, they welcomed a child into the world. The second child was born in December 2024. A girl was born to them. They are currently raising a small family. However, things became really nasty between these two somewhere in between bottle feeds. Let's rewind to February 8, 2025. On Instagram, Nicki essentially claimed that Jello had abandoned her. In addition to being pregnant with another child, he abandoned her and her children. And there was a lot of confusion as some asked, didn't he and Nicki recently have a baby? He is currently expecting a second child with a different woman. However, no lies were spoken. Nicki understood what she was saying. Because Rashida Nicole was the other woman. Rashida Nicole is a content developer and social media influencer. It comes out that on March 24, 2025, she and Jello were secretly wedded. This man went directly to the altar, bypassing the breakup. Rashida then announced her pregnancy on social media in June 2026. Additionally, Jello left a message beneath it that included a small lock and loving emoticons. He was playing over there, married for a few months to Rashida Nicole. Then he made the decision that he no longer wanted her. Jello was indifferent to her size and pregnancy. He filed for divorce after leaving her. According to court records, they split up on June 15th, just before the baby was revealed on her Instagram page. Just so you know, on July 3rd, he filed for divorce. He claimed that irreconcilable conflicts and a lack of spousal support were the reasons for the marriage. Thus, he was out there softly launching the divorce papers while Rashida was out there softly launching that baby bump. In the future, Miss Nicki Baby confronts Jason Lee about her relationship with Jello. Miss Nicki Baby now made it plain that she would not be allowing him to return.
I'm gonna tell you why. If he just, left, it would have been one thing, but he had another child, and when our kids grow up, our kids are gonna be very close in age. And it's not even about the baby. It's the fact that I don't trust him. I don't know if one day he might up and leave again. He might have another family. I don't know. I will always feel insecure in my relationship. I shouldn't have to feel like that. And I know that my person wouldn't do what he did to me. So I don't think he's the person for me.
However, there have been allegations that Miss Nicki Baby has been having an affair with Jello for the past 2 months. Thus, it is now being claimed that this is all cap.
Nicki's friends are telling me personally that her and LeAngelo have been sleeping together for the last 2 months. But she ain't gonna tell y'all because she weaponized her followers to go after him, so it looks weak and stupid of her. I want to see if she gonna tell y'all that she been sleeping with—
Having said that, there are claims that she is reclaiming him. And after things with Nicki fell apart, some claim that Jello exploited Rashida as a way to get back on her feet. Fans of Nicki now believe that she was duped. After then, 2 babies departed for a different mother. Rashida was married 1 minute and divorced the next while she was pregnant, according to her people. To be honest, both of those statements may be accurate. I think Jello could simply be for the streets. Additionally, I hope that Miss Nicki Baby will not, or has not, taken this man back because, well, he is a boy. He is unsure of his desires. Because he is uncertain about his life, he will continue to come and go. He is therefore unable to predict his future or his future with another lady. However, please let me know your thoughts on the claim that Jello was taken back by Miss Nicki Baby. Are you convinced? Are you present for it? If so, please share your thoughts with me in the comments section below. However, I'll speak with you later. That's all I have to offer.
Shady girl, come to the front real quick. I heard Jello was filing for divorce while you're pregnant. That's crazy. And see, I'm not one to laugh at another woman's expense or pain, but it's the fact that a couple months ago you were on this internet laughing at Nicki, who was at home with a toddler and a newborn experiencing postpartum, and thought it was funny to get on live or record yourself with her child's father talking down on her, when you were the one he was cheating with. You were the side chick, and you were proud to be the side chick, and you were proud to get married, and you were proud to get pregnant by this man, only to end up being a single mother before you even had the child. A single divorced mother at that, okay? This is what happens when you think that you're the exception and that you can change a man. You cannot change a man. He can only change himself. Only him and God can change him. You thought that you were going to be any different from Nicki? You watched this man do his children dirty, and you thought he wasn't going to do you dirty? Any man that can do his child dirty can do anybody dirty, period. What did you think? And now you're in the same position. The only difference is at least he stuck around for Nicki to have the 2 kids. He didn't even wait for you to drop. Y'all keep listening to these pillow talks and letting these men stuff you up like a pillow with a baby inside your womb. What made you think he was going to treat you any different? I just had to say that again. And now you're about to be a single mom, and he damn sure not going to be present in that child's life, just like he wasn't present with the first 2 that you was laughing at.
Rashida knew he had a girlfriend and she did not care. She said he didn't want to be with her no more. That's my man, my man, my man. She was posting him on the gram. He was posting her too. Let me tell you something about karma. What goes around comes around. And ladies, if you do not know this, and I learned this from a wise old woman, you cannot build a successful relationship with a man off another woman's pain. Meaning, how you get him will be how you lose him. She's pregnant. They got married. He's divorcing her, and she's still pregnant. Sick. Nicki baby must be eating this up right now with her rich new man. Honey, you wanted that, and look what that did. Look what he did to his first child's mother. You thought you were gonna be different. And what's so crazy, right? Because we're not forgetting about him, because he is disgusting. You left your first child's mother when she just had a newborn, and you doing this to her? Granted, wrong for what she did. This is her karma. But yours is gonna be 10 times worse. And I hope they hit you where it hurts. Your pocket. Cause you out here bugging out.
All right, there you go. All right, give us a little kiss, a little smooch, a little kiss. He's like, I ain't doing it. You gotta train him a little more. What do you want to do?
Jason Lee's interview with Miss Nicki Baby was very entertaining. Messy, but very entertaining. He asked everything that he needed to ask, because when it came to that whole Jello and Rashida situation, everything was covered. Apparently, this is not Rashida's first time being a side piece. She has, in fact, been a mistress before. She was having an affair with that baseball player, Tim Anderson, and got matching tattoos with him shortly after he had his 3rd child with his wife. And here's the kicker. She covered up that same tattoo with Jello's name, or like G3. Mind you, she got this tattoo while Jello was still with Miss Nicki Baby. Yup. Now that you and Jello aren't together, what are you going to cover up that tattoo with? The next victim's baby daddy? I will never understand the women who knowingly know that like this man has a family, he has a wife, and they still try to pursue him.